But even if you look at this on the entire roster, they're in very similar boats. North, obviously, bringing in... moving Gade over into that IGL role, and then you look over in Big, same sort of story, right? They move Tabson onto that when God B departs. So we've got very similar parallels being drawn between these two squads, and I'm really excited now to see how they stack up. As we've been talking about this, I've got more and more excited for this series, and you can see those odds coming in from Betway. They're edging this on in favor of North.
I think that's fair.
I do think that's fair enough. They were also running some like special thing on if you picked NIP and Big to both win their series. So if you've done that, well, you're 1 for 2 and you're hoping that this one can get locked in. I think it was like 4-1 odds. So you love that.
Money, money, money. And let's see who's going to be making it here in this pistol round. We've got Smooya out from under. Yugi's holding the connector peak, but hasn't seen this player just yet. The bomb's ramp side with 2 up in Palace. This is a convoluted pistol from Big, and that peek from Yugi can make things even more difficult, but Smooya helping him from lower, gets Yugi going wide. He didn't know the Smooya was out from underpass, and now AZ's going to try and stop Tabson, but he can't stop anything. Quick shot, now the A execute, only one man here, and Cajun is going to get flashed off. That will allow for this bomb plant, but they're just going to take dry fights, and they will win every single one. Great pistol round from Big, 1 on 5 for Kiebi. Not looking good.
Yeah, he's just going to try and bow out of this one, get away with the armor. He doesn't want to get tagged. It's going to be a cheaper investment for him. If they wanted to go for a force. But really clutching at straws to find much of a positive from the pistol round here for North. One thing I am liking is Big arriving into this game exactly kind of how we wanted them to, right? They play a nice fast round. Tabson gets his piece of the pie. Smooya doubling up. Mentioned how he's someone who likes to start strong. Well, he's gotten off to a decent start in the pistol at least. And it's also helped flesh his bank account a little bit out here. He can look to grab an SMG in this next round. And, you know, with that, make some cash. Try and bring that AWP out immediately on this T side into that first rifle buy.
Oh, nice. Even 3 kills, so yeah, good stuff. Just every little helps, you know. Get that AWP in as soon as possible. These are 2 teams who I'm sure want to do that, right? Especially on Mirage, right? There's no reason not to on this map. But yeah, really sweaty from Big. That pistol round is, you know, the embodiment of the word sweaty. They had players all over the place, and North had no idea where that bomb was going until it was already too late. So pistols out now for North, and just a single nade investment on Kiebi. That's all they can muster. B stack here as Big take control of middle, and that at least solidifies the fact that they're probably not going to walk into this stack, at least not commit. With so much room in middle, they can probe connector, they can spot that A site and see that it's currently pretty dormant. Re-smoke in the window, and this will probably be the round here. That bomb's going up connector. Big are going to clear A, and North already starting to realize what's going on. Cajun's going to peel away from the market, and he'll have a bit of info, but it will all be too late. Tabson's just waiting. Am I being covered? Yes.
And so Smooya's Krieg here at short, the only thing that could get taken out of this round for North, but I don't imagine he wants to go hunting too much. That said, it's Smooya. You never really know what this man has going through his head. Zentares certainly wants to make some money with the MAC-10, and there's a lot of players there. He's like, yeah, maybe not. Maybe, actually, you know what? Yeah, no, I'm Zentares, mate. I'll go for it. He goes in, he gets 2, looking for the 3rd, dinked up. He decides that's enough. He's made some cash, and now he'll run away with his money.
Ooh.
Getting rid of the Danish Workers' Union there, as Zentares, the CEO of Big Pharma, just runs for the hills.
And dies and spawn to the bomb.
Yeah, well, you know.
Classic, really.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah, it doesn't matter anyway. He can buy a rifle coming into this round, or some of you can drop him the Krieg and buy an AWP. You know, plenty of options here for the likes of Big. Not a worry. And that will be exactly what goes down. The AWP is bought by Zentares, who has no utility as a result, only a smoke, but that at least allows him to focus on headshotting and such as we get into round number 3. No AWP for North. This boost up on ramp for Smooya to catch an early cross towards jungle. Nothing in that form, though, for North. They've got one player inside of the site and another towards CT. He's going to get peeked from stairs, though. Is he covered? Zentares has his back at least. Smooya spots that jump. Yugi should have the info, and nice shot from Smooya. Does land a tag. Yugi going down low, Cajun still on the site. The volley pushes Yugi out and he won't be able to finish off the job, but Cajun will be able to start things off, taking down Xantares. Here's the connector split. Big coming in from middle on that fast flank. Tabson trying to get position in this A site as Cajun doubles up towards the A position, taking down Nexus Palace. Good stuff from Cajun. Big are going to bail out of A now as they realize that this is a little bit too much to handle.
Yeah, they've still got Tabson here in connector. That smoke missing, little bit devastating. Oh, the window peak, the timing just goes in favor of Gade, and with that kill, he's dropped the bomb over in mid. You've got to go back and get that if you're big now, and that smoke continuing to punish the big boys. Tabson 1v3 required, 30 seconds left to do it as well. He does have the Krieg, but he doesn't have this bomb, and very little information as to where the rest of these players reside. Oh,
that's so, I mean, come on. Talk about like isolating fights. That's so passive from North. Not giving him an inch into that round. And that's what you like to see, right? You know Xantares is in a 1-on-3. You don't want to give him the satisfaction. You don't want to give him the opportunity. And yeah, it's an awkward round for Big, right? Cajun able to catch out a couple of kills on A. Big bail. Smooya misses that window smoke. And from that point on, I mean, the round's done, right? Gade gets all the info. 2 kills off the back of it in through window. And it will be North to take a first. The AWP even picked up by Yugi. So huge profits here for the Danes. Fast Cat. Tabson is running up with the Krieg. Orb won't be able to spot him, but it will be heard. Tabson knows he's in that position. Could molly it, but doesn't want to get re-peeked or throwing that grenade, and he'd rather just calm that to his team. There it is. Eventually, Yugi moves out. That will be the advantage now for Big.
Yeah, I like that from Tabson. You know that Yugi's on a timer, right? He can't just sit there through fear of getting wrapped through lower tunnels forever. And so instead of throwing in utility to give away that there is a prying eye on that position, he just holds it, knowing eventually his time will come to strike down the AWP of North. And now, with that kill being found and mid-control going the way of Big, the world is really their oyster at this point in time. Tabson continuing to creep up through the connector. North already kind of hedging their bets and rotating a third man round towards this A side of the map. That is going to be the right call to make. And Cajun just spots Tabson leaving the connector. And I almost wonder if that might make North reconsider whether or not this is going to be the A play. They've just seen a man leave middle.
But Kiebi's on top of it. He has mid covered and Tabson gets dropped. Deep CT smoke. That actually stops the ticket climb up as well. I like that smoke from Big. A bit different to the traditional ones that give almost a one-way to a top box or ticket player. Tizian pushing the smoke, dangerous. Kiebi's on the other side. Bomb needs to get planted for Xantares. That smoke's about to fade. The opportunity's falling apart now for Big. Oh, Kiebi, crucial kill. Default plant coming in, but they're open to CT. And Smooya, while he will get the trade, there's just no time left. Next has to stick this plant immediately. And, oh, he's going to fake it. But Cajun is too far away, playing it perfectly. And Next won't be able to pick up that clutch. Unfortunate round for Big. The time gets to the better of them. The AWP is saved. But North keeping their composure in these hectic situations.
And a few times now from Big, we've seen them get these man advantages, and it kind of seems like there's some semblance already as to what they're like, knowing where they want to end up. But it's just feeling a little bit disjointed right now, right? When you compare this to what we saw from NIP and G2 on this map just moments ago, where it was a lot about, you know, these 4-man pushes, everyone playing together, safety in numbers. Big, it is just kind of, you know, walking in and try to play things safe, but I almost wonder if it's too safe. Smooya just missing the timing there. Yugi posted up in the window now. He's going to hear those pistols firing out from the bottom of mid, so he knows it's a bit risky to hang around in the window. But there he is, rewarded with one. Xantares getting the trade at least, and that's now the AWP dropped once again.
A window boost would be really nice to get him up there and get a weapon, but the only other person in mid is Smooya, and he's not only tagged, but at the top of mid on the AWP, would rather focus on holding angles. And he's going to wrap A to join his teammate. North playing retake. They've been doing this a lot in the late round situations. Cajun holding for contact. Now, needs to be careful. Orp, very commonly going to be taking contact on that angle, but it's instead the Deagles and Cajun. No fear to fight against Pistols. Will eventually give it up and make Big really work for this round. There's the smoke coming down. AZ going to climb. Smooth is ready for it, but does he hit the shot? He hasn't seen him, and AZ gets the kill. That's despicable. AZ going in wide, damage painted across players, and he'll finally get a kill. Xantares with the trade for the connector, but he's the last man up, and not for long. 3 rounds for North. Really, really good team play here, and just nice, safe rounds from North. Not over-aggressing into that A site, giving Big the full sense of security to walk out ramp, and then AZ just running through the smoke. Confidence stuff.
I would love to see Big do a bit more with this mid control, right? Because they've been able to get players in connector in what feels like every single one of these rounds thus far. And yet you think about it, right? Like Tabson in the few rounds that he's been there has either tried to come in late or sell like a B fake or just hold off those rotations in mid. I would love to see just a few more players for the connector push to try and overwhelm this site, because right now North, they're just sitting pretty back in CT over towards window. They're taking these fights from afar. This round, they're hoping that the waterfall into this A site can get them something, and Cajun doing a very good job of staying alive.
Oh, he had 2 bullets.
Yeah, he's gone now, surely though. No more for Smooth. It's all said and done as they do deal with him.
Nice shot though. That's something, but it's not going to be anything noteworthy. Only an eco for Big and no bomb plant down, so money yet to be made. And North is starting things off strong on the CT side. Yugi back on that AWP for both players here, actually. Smooth's going to take that orb top mid, but the smoke is down, and the Molotov missing because of the CT smoke in connector. So Yugi has a bit of an angle here, but Tabson's going to walk up Cat. Xantares getting flashed on ramp. Great flashbang from Kiebi, and Cajun will capitalize. He has looked solid to stop this game off, and Yugi is going to get dropped. Fast play from Tabson, finding 2, maybe a 3rd, and the spray is perfect. Tabson opening up kills on both sides of the map. He's just going to commit towards B. Gade, oh, he's missed the timing. He might have had the angle to Tabson, who is now up on Pillar. He can call for help coming through the apartments, and Gade is trapped. Smooth has spotted that A player as well. If he can get this kill, they might bail out of B, but at this point, Big are committed.
Okay, now they know, and he's still not able to find that kill. Tabson, 4 kills in this round, 1 for Smoothia. A 3rd round on the board for Big. Tabson looking stellar in this series thus far, and he can't do that every round, surely. That's the one thing that North is saying. You know, he gets 4 kills on this cat push.
And that's now twice Tabson has walked up through the top mid smoke and gotten past Yugi, and Yugi not even been aware of the possibility, right? Just like completely unexpected, knife out, walk through connector and die. Like that's happened twice. So can't happen again here for North. They can't keep losing that AWP early round. And Big, now they've got an anti-eco, they can start to speed up the pace a little, establish some control towards B. Kiebi's under, but Tizian's just holding very passive, so not going to be finding much value from this position just yet, but it will allow for a fast B flank if Big commit to this site, and it seems like they're going to with the bomb coming through apps. Still 2 players on A to potentially sell a fake with these smokes, but we'll see how much of an over-rotation that will cause from North, if any at all. 2 smokes down, Molly's to clear close positions, only Cajun here, and he's not spotted 2. Doesn't actually have info on how many out from ramp. There's at least 2, they know that because of the Molotovs, and that will cause a rotation, giving B completely open. There is a kill onto Xantares, but next he can just bail at this point because they've won the round, they've got B, and just don't give North any more guns to set up for a potential retake here.
Yeah, AZ's just going to try and stay alive with the AK. They'll send in the rest of these pistols in the hope that they can get anything. But I don't imagine Big are in the business of giving much up at this point in time. They're holding very, very passively, watching the apartments, watching the extremities of the bomb site next. All right, still sticking around here over at ramp.
Uh-oh.
There we go. Krieg retrieved.
Level pegging so far. 4-4 here as we get into things, and North finally got a bit more money to play with, so the buy can come back. Nice recovery from Big though, considering they had their problems up towards those A splits. Cajun was really wrecking them on ramp, and Big, since that one round where Cajun completely shuts it down, they have recovered well, taken 3. Bit of a pause coming through as well for the north side of things before getting into this rifle, and a time for Mytha to not only offer some back rubs but offer some advice as well, Harry. 2 for 1.
Yeah, I think if you're North now, right, like at first it was Big that we wanted to see exploiting that mid control a bit more. Well, they've really been doing that in these last few rounds, and I think this is where North, likely we see them try and switch things up as to how they're approaching mid, right? Because we've seen that Yugi has been a bit of a liability in that mid portion of the map, right? Not even just because he's been going down a lot over in middle, but more so because tabseN every single time has been allowed to get so deep in mid without the AWPer of North even realizing.
Yeah, that's why you want a window AWP rather than, always a connector AWP, because Big are just reading it, and Yugi's getting smoked out wherever he goes. Every position in mid is smoked. Look at AZ though, what is this? Madness! Oh, he's got 2.
With that, the bomb now dropped up in the apartments as well. North very much back into the driver's seat early on in this one, but tabseN, that pesky beast, once again, now making it the 3-on-3 from middle. tabseN has just got mid on lockdown. 3 kills from the Krieg, and tabseN is trying to do it all again. He will get shut down by Gade in rotation. This bomb is still back in the apartments. Zantares is beginning the long rotation, and that means they've left Nex at this A side of the map alone. This is now a very weird situation to be in for both of these squads, right? It could go either way. This round balancing on a knife's edge, and so much of it is going to come down to timing. If Nex falls over at the A side of the map, then Big, this could almost definitely slip through their fingers. It's whether or not Nex and Gade spot each other.
Oh. Has an inkling, throwing all this utility on A, just trying to sell the fake, force a rotate off of B so Zantares can clutch it out on this site. And hey, he's going to find AZ here. AZ, even if he hears the drop, Zantares, oh, he saw the barrel. Now he knows, quick shot, and the plant can come through as well. Could have planted for short there, considering he killed the short player, but we'll go for standard apps plant as Nex is coming in through that position. Nice fake from Nex as well, as Gade is going to be left to clutch it. 1-on-2 coming up for the catwalk, will be heard and immediately dropped by Zantares. No fear from the Turkish player, and that's a really nice mid-round from Big. I'm loving the calls that tabseN is providing to this T side already.
Yeah, he really does just seem to approach it in such a way that he's fine to put a lot of the pressure on himself and be the catalyst in these rounds. And then once tabseN's gone in and softened things up, got 2 or 3 kills, and he gets traded, he just takes the reins from beyond the grave, right? He just sits there, he makes the decision, seeing everyone's POVs, he knows what's going on.
tabseN, go kill. tabseN, okay.
It's been working though. I was thinking, like, there's no way you can do this every round. Well, my goodness, he's been proving me wrong thus far. And now the scary thing is for North is it feels like Zantares has had a bit of a confidence boost as well. Like really gunning to take every fight he could in that last round. And so with Smooya off to a good start, tabseN just looking straight fire almost immediately, and now Zantares finding his footing as well. These are the 3 players on Big, the kind of 3 frag leaders that we would really look towards. And so that means for Tizian and Nex, if they can just kind of, play some pretty heads-up Counter-Strike, kind of just be run-of-the-mill, while the other 3 are being this decent, you're on for a winner.
Nice flash, and Gade's going to get the deke. What a shot. Nex is still here in ladder, trying to hold on to these guns, and he does get a kill of his own. But Kiev is still here, looking for a trade. Damage done. But Zantares swiftly moving in, and that will be the round cleaned up by Big. 6-4. Nice start to the T side of their map pick already. North coming back in with guns, though. Let the bottles hit the floor. Let the bottles hit the floor.
I nailed that, mate. I think I nailed that one.
Nice.
Another round for Big, though, and now we've got this investment back in, and critically a double AWP once again on the North side. AZ, his apps aggression was able to get 2 kills in the round prior. He's got the AWP once again towards this side of the map.
Ooh, look at this.
Fast B play from Tabson. He'll go running through. He's got a supporting actor around him. He's been slowed right down, though, and now decides maybe it's a little too big for my boots going into this B site, but he realizes it too little too late. AZ's already struck him from the tally. And so what a scalp to find. Tabson in so many of these rounds that Big have picked up, he's just walked down mid and got 3 kills for his trouble. This time, no heroics from Tabson. A man advantage lying with the Danes. First time in a while we've seen them in this position, in pole position, this early on into the round. Big, can they claw their way back into it?
And I mean, look at the position that Gade has just taken. Pushed up into the apartments the second AZ got that kill. AZ could even leave B and just let Gade dedicate here. And he's going to go even further. No fear. I like the confidence in a man advantage. Next is actually out A. Came out from Palace and snuck on the balcony. It will get traded after just one. That's a head spot from Smooya. Can he nail the shot, though? The Molotov going in. Tizzy and getting a kill, and Smooya does follow up. That's Big all over the A site. Line up, and Xantares getting tagged by the AWP. AZ killing Smooya, and somehow that's not communicated. Tizian with his back turned. AZ gets a shot off, and now it's Xantares left in the clutch. 1-on-2. 14 points of health. He has no idea where Gade is as well. He's wrapped all the way from B towards ramp. The timing is good. The shot baiting Xantares in. He's found the kill, but Gade is there to trade, and that will be North picking up the round by the skin of their teeth. Definitely communication problems though there for Big, or something of the sort. Sorry, not AZ. Tizian having his back completely turned to jungle.
And also, critically for North, they finally put a stop to Tabson doing his kind of ridiculous run and gun play that's just been working time and time again. If you're letting Tabson, if you're giving him that much respect and that much room to work with, he is going to turn that against you every single time. So they finally, maybe forced Tabson to have to fall into a bit more of a respectful style of Counter-Strike.
And you can see Yugi actually wants to fight window, which he's been unable to do by throwing a Molotov in window to extinguish the smoke and give him a one-way. Not going to happen. Big don't go for the mid control in this round, but just a factor to note that Yugi does want to fight mid, and that's probably the round, Harry. Maybe not. But double entry into B. Big have already got that bomb down. Yugi's holding for the flank. Missed shot. That could have been everything. That could have been the kill to get them back into the round. But Tabson's lurking on A, and he is shutting off these rotations. Just Yugi left in the spawn. Tabson knows exactly where he is.
He can't get another triple kill. Like, he's got 10 HP. No. Yugi. Oh, no. Tabson is the man of triples. They say that bad things come in threes. Well, this man is full-on satanic. He's 3-3-3. He's half the devil. And yet, he's twice the man. So my word, Tabson's getting hyped up. He's feeling good. He's feeling funky. And I can't say I blame him. I love watching him IGL, man.
He's just in their heads,
because he's so like expressive, not just, you know, you can tell vocally, but even in terms of how he acts. Like, he's such a mobile player. And his next stat padding with that Krieg, they say you can't push them, and they were right. And
yeah, no, North had enough of that one. They called for a restart. They're like, absolutely not. I'm not dealing with that. Maybe a bit of a technical issue, yes. Tabson, he's been cheating and he's permanently banned. And Toby is replacing him as a player on the roster now. Sorry, Tabson, this is all too illegitimate. Get out. Obviously not.
Mate, the other thing I love is, like, they got 3 kills in that round. They could have just played on, but Tabson's like, nah, I want this sorted here and now.
Because he wants the 3 kills.
Yeah, he's like, hang on a minute.
Okay, I'll go hold ramp next. You go B, but you go B.
Next is like, yeah, they're pushing ramp. They're pushing ramp. Tabson kicks out the power cable from behind his PC.
Oh!
Yeah. Whoa,
sorry.
Nick, sorry, man. Cancel those 3 kills. We got to do it again. We got to replay the round. I'll go ramp this time.
Oh, dear. But when spirits are high on Big like this, I mean, like, because these guys are clearly feeling good right now, if you couldn't tell. I think this is where they're at the most dangerous, right? No tilt. Smooya's feeling good. Tabson is looking ferocious. And then the pieces just, you know, fall around that. Perfect. This is a rough start for North. They're getting dealt a difficult T side to deal with. And these really slow mid rounds from Big you know, combined with tabseN just being everywhere at once and his entire team just setting him up with flashbangs to go push whatever position he has in his head. And there we go. The monitor has been recentered.
I love how tabseN's just on looking, learning ever more. He's like an AI.
Just generating.
Because he knows, like, the next time I encounter this problem, I'll do all of this myself. And
go full Yanko.
Yeah. That's all there is to it. I'm absolutely loving tabseN as the IGL of this team. I really think that could be the thing that makes this big roster an actual contender, like, because I feel like, you know, the big project for so long, it had like some really high highs for the first, you know, 6 months of them coming into the scene, looking good, right? They get to the Krakow Major Grand Finals, things were looking up. Everyone was like, wow, you know, this big squad, pretty legit. And then it all just kind of fell apart, and they went through so many roster shuffles. They moved players back and forth. Smoothie's been in and out of this team constantly, right? And, well, I say constantly once, but, you know, doesn't kind of ruins the sense, kind of ruins the flow of things. But, you know, and back then, obviously, we had GodB at the helm, and then we had tabseN as the man putting up big numbers. I think now that you've got your dude who's so good at the game, has such a good read on it, and is also such a confident guy, approaching this not only with the wise, you know, German grandmaster that is GodB, having influenced a lot of these kind of calls and decisions, and then approaching it with his own kind of unique flair and confidence and style. And I really like that, because I haven't seen a big team that's been riled up as much. GodB is very, very good at playing off of a team's emotions when they're doing well. Like, he keeps everyone pumped up. He's really great at that. But tabseN seems like someone who's really good at smiling, even kind of through the pain. Like, even when he knows things are going bad, he's still there. He's still looking cheery. And I love that.
And I think one of the big talking points when we saw tabseN move to in-game leader was like, oh no, you know, don't want to see such a great rifler be tasked with this burden of having to leave the team and his fragging drops off. And obviously I don't want to read into, you know, 13 rounds of Counter-Strike, or sorry, 12 rounds of Counter-Strike, but he's playing great right now. And that is certainly what you like to see. It's not getting in the way of things. And long may that continue, as it seems like we'll be getting back into things. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for waiting around, and all problems are fixed. Smoothie's just tilting on the side, doing his thing as a resident Brit, but we're back in. Let's see if tabseN goes ramp now.
tabseN's going to be kicking himself, mate. Look at those stats. They're gone. White clean.
Oh, yeah, 0-0-0.
That should get fixed, I'm pretty sure, when the round plays out.
Yeah, this isn't live. This isn't live, yeah. They're going to restart it one more time, and tabseN's going to have his money back. Because, boy, you know he rich.
And there we go. We should be getting back into this any moment now. The players are getting back into their seats. Smoothie, he's tucking himself in. He's moving the multitude of wires, of cables that power this team to one side. And we're ready to get back into things. Didn't even talk about North, of course. There they are. Yeah, so we're getting back into this now. 7-5 in favor of Big, and there's no money for the Danes. It is just pistols. That's why we didn't talk about them, because nothing's happening in this round that's good for North fans.
Mate, Smoothie needs to fix his window smokes. These are absolutely atrocious. He just failed it from T-spawn, and he failed it from mid a few rounds ago. That's a yikes.
Well, what he lacks in a good throwing arm, he makes up for with a good aiming finger. And this is Next getting 4 in connector. So nice and quick there for Big. They don't let the pistols do any damage, which is good, because I've seen far too many USPs win today.
Yeah.
Twice. That just doesn't happen. But it did happen twice today. Yeah. So there's that.
Filthy stuff. but not for now, rather. North coming back in with the buy. And let's get back on topic with the Danes here, Harry, because they've been a bit quiet to start this map off. 8 rounds for the T side of Big. Let's see if North can, put a couple on the board near the end. Next, fast out ramp, and this pace from Big has not been seen yet this game, so North need to have their running shoes on. Zantare's getting an entry, and Kiebi spraying him through the smoke. Great control, great transfer as the bomb makes its way to the site. He's got a gap, and he's got 2 more. Oh, Kiebi getting out of dodge as well. The bomb may be planted, but Big only have a couple in the post plant left up. Tabson's out in the open. Smooya's playing a smoke, and once that fades, he is going to be up on the chopping block. Let's see if they bought their guillotine. Oh, Smooya. Oh, he's part of the resistance. He's going right round. Oh, he's blind. No, not like this. But they still haven't found his position. They still don't know. And he's letting them both pass. Missed shots, though, and Yugi flicks back. Great shot from Yugi. That could have been the round for Smooya if he didn't get blinded. But unfortunate for him in that post plant. And North, they'll get a 6th round. Phew.
Bomb has been defused.
That is frustrating, though. You do hate to see that.
And that's the thing, I think... Oh, wait, there you go. There's the little clip for that one.
Nice.
I think he was actually spotted on the radar, it almost looked like. Because I know he fired off the one shot, but no one reacted, and the flash went off as he did it. And then it was like that moment of realization where everyone's pushing in, and all it would have taken is one of those pesky little question marks to come up on the minimap. And then Yugi pivots on the spot, gets that Metal Gear sound. You know, I can't do it. That was a really bad...
No, I like that, though.
Okay.
I like
you know the one I mean,
like the
right?
attempt, you know. I wouldn't say you hit the nail on the head, but
it's
you
more
hit
of
the
like,
nail.
It's more of like a high... Is it like high to low? I don't know. It's just kind of high to high.
I can't do it.
I think it's a pretty inhuman sound. Speaking of inhuman, Smooya out in middle. He'll actually get made more mortal than anyone as Yugi strikes him from this round early. Yugi finally besting the AWPR on the other side of things into round 15. Desperate to try and secure North a 7th here to round out this first half. Tizian holding this all round long, and he'll get rewarded with that kill onto Gade. Man advantage that Yugi worked for, stripped away, and Zantare's catching the timing up through Con. Tabson's been holding it down. He will get dealt with by Kiebi, but that doesn't change the fact that this B-bomb site is under big control.
Yeah, it's huge info as well, right? They spotted 2 players on A right there through Connector and Triple. So that's 2 out of the 3 players. Big know exactly where they are, and they're going to have time to take over the B-bomb site. Kiebi's on this flank, though, and Next needs to get the plant ASAP. It's 4 short, but Big don't have control of that position. It's a risky one. Cajun, does he check the corner? Zantare's waiting for the timing, and he gets the kill. It's a trade as Cajun does wallbang Next out, but it's worth its weight in gold. Big, they still have the site. They haven't got the plant, but they're just going to fight and clean it up. Tizian with the final frag, and 9 rounds at the end of the half. Great stuff from Big, really making that look easy. And we'll see if that continues here on the CT side as we head for a quick break. We'll be back with the second half in just a moment. Do not go anywhere.
Like a fire in the eye of a hurricane. Always told, stay in line, be alright, better play it safe. I walk a different path, nothing can hold me back. I've passed the point of no return, something is calling me. It's in the air that I breathe. Bring me back to life again. Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
so high they can't touch us. So top notch, none above us. We done came so far, now we up now. Had a vision, stuck to it, never back down. Never had much, now we own the whole thing. Spread it all around the world, watch it all change. Came alive, now they all see the greatness. Light shine so hard they can't take it.
Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
Come alive.
I walk a different path, nothing can hold me back. I passed the point of no return, something is calling me. It's in the air that I breathe. Bring me back to life again. Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place.
Well, Tabson was being a pretty big problem for the North squad to deal with over on the T side of Mirage. It's been enough to get big a 9-6 half. And while over on the North side of things, they found their footing a bit towards the end, but they are still on that back foot. Now they move into the T side and a pistol round victory. Well, that would be quite the start for North if they want to remain competitive here in this first map. Big's map pick, obviously, as demonstrated by that little graphic up in the top left.
Just hiding.
It's good. It's not intrusive, not in your face, but it's there. And I like that. Also, tell you what, tell you who might get in your face, tell you who might be there is Big. Creepy, crawling up and Cajun. Too many heads at once.
What?
Zentares gets both apartments players, and North, they were hoping to hold this default before they made their mind up as to where they were going to go. But this bomb is now all the way back in T-spawn. North have got to go back and get that before they do anything, and Tabson's running and gunning, and now he's seen the bomb. Oh dear. Kirby left up alone. 1v2 required. He's got a P250 at least, but 6 points of health. This is surely undoable, and with both players in top mid, Big, they'll lock in that pistol round nice and early.
What an aggressive CT pistol. What a cool 3 underpass. I've never seen that on a CT pistol, but I love the confidence from Big. Great shots from Zentares. Cajun just whiffing a couple. And yeah, nice try from Kirby to try and pick it back up. He hits a banger of a shot onto Tabson, but at that point he's so low, there's nothing left for him to do. And Big, it will take the second pistol round. Locks and a P250 now in round number 2 for North. Kirby's been the only guy to get kills in the pistol rounds in this game, which is a bit worrying. For North, obviously. Tizian might be able to stop them from getting onto A, but oh my, what a spray from Zentares. Tizian assisting as well. Doesn't let them plant that bomb, and that will be a nice clean anti-eco by coming back for North in round number 18. And a bonus round for Big, but to be honest, that's great for them. They'll take it. Some free upgrades to Kriegs if they manage to pick this one up, and if they lose it, well, they can just buy into it with rifles in the follow-up. So it's pretty much a win-win for Big, no matter the poison.
Up Smooth, yep. Looked like he was going to try his hand at the short jump, but sticks around in the window, tries to re-peek in through that Molotov, and immediately gets beheaded and traded out from AZ. Gade having to lead his ragtag squad of Danes now from beyond the grave. That bomb's been thrown up onto Catwalk next. Here, lying in wait, and actually Zentares has won out the fight onto AZ in the meantime. These short players are now out on a limb, trapped here in the ladder room. They're going to try and get into the B site. They spot out Nexa, and they've dealt with him quickly. Zentares is still good for one more. And Tabson's going to hear this rotation in through the apartments. So Big, they know where this play is ending up now. They sit with a man advantage. The one thing that's going North's way is that bomb being down and ticking away from them. Tabson's flank, however, coming in so quick and so silently means Kjaerbye is just not ready for it. And now Cajun's got to try and step up massively here in the 1v3. Mr. Cajun B cut down almost immediately, and Big, they will get that defuse. They upgrade onto the Kriegs. They're hunting for them at the end of the round.
That's smart. I like that. Yeah, not getting the defuse going, okay, guys, spread out, find some Kriegs, find some orbs, get what you want.
I mean,
you
got
that AWP from window.
The AWP in window, Kriegs at short, mate. It's all there, and it's ripe for the taking. Someone's got to loot it. Why not Big? I mean, who else?
Yeah, it's not going to be North. They're all dead. They would love some free guns, but not going to happen. And yeah, I mean, you know, nice pick from Smoothie as well. He got mollied. He had to re-peek. He had to fight. He gets traded straight away. But to have some of these big flanks in underpass, I mean, he is just so confident. T-side, we just saw him running up Cat, running through connector, pushing B-apps, pushing A-ramp, everything really. And even on the CT side, he is not slowed down with his pace. Smoothie here with the AWP again. He's
lots of nades.
Oh no! See ya. You hate to see that. I mean, really, you love to see.
They might try and boost to get the AWP, and they would love to, but I think the nades might have just blown it out of arm's reach.
It's in jungle.
And so, yeah, they're jumping up. They're hoping they could find it, and they could not. Instead, this window is full of death, and that is for either side. You know, death doesn't care about what your name is or what team you play for. It comes to us all, and Xantares is delivering it swiftly. Next day delivery with Xantares. Also, by the way, Tizian.
Oh no, that's the bomb.
There you go. That's that god.
And now what do you do here if you're AZ? You know they're all over A. Your bomb's been lost. Tizian's in the back line. It's an absolute commotion. And AZ is going to creep his way forward to try and grab that package, but so many little cubbies, so many goblin angles to check. Tizian's conceded the bomb. He's given it away, and at this point has to assume that AZ is nearby. Where else would he be? AZ's going to just walk right past this angle, and he misses Tizian, but Tizian will see him go towards A. Ooh, I say that. Oh, this timing is awful for Tizian. Very, very unfortunate. He misses AZ getting towards A. And luckily enough, Xantares has rotated in, but he's tagged already. So there's a world in which AZ can make this one interesting. He can certainly get a plant. The question is, what plant does he go for, right? 20 seconds, he's got to stick it pretty early. And he doesn't know whether CT's open or whether he... Well, I guess that's the best option, right? Stick it for CT rather than plant for jungle and connector. 9 seconds, Xantares is going to peek him, and the timing is perfect. Nice try, but AWP saved, and a 13th round taken for Big. They are looking like a powerhouse indeed.
And the most mental thing is like early on in this series, Xantares was pretty quiet. It was like Tabson with 11 kills, and Xantares was only on, I think, 4 at that point in time. Well, Xantares has slingshotted himself up into the lead. He's top of the server, and that's terrifying. You know, when you had Tabson getting 3Ks every single round on the T side, it felt like, and now CT half, you've got Xantares fully warmed up and just not missing a beat. This is kind of all the pieces of the puzzle falling into place for Big. Yugi, he's got this AWP over here at ramp. The flashbang goes in. It misses Yugi, but he's not going to connect that shot anyway. And so now Tizian's got this forward position over in ramp.
Smooth, you're playing with fire here. Quite literally, Molly goes out towards the top of middle. Can't get a shot off. Luckily, they threw a smoke in, which completely cuts him out of middle. If not, that surely would have been at least 1 kill for him, as that Molly pushed both the T's out from behind the boxes. He's going to run towards B with the AWP instead, and pause in the air like a gazelle. I mean, they don't pause, but they do jump majestically.
Oh, well, Smee.
Wow, what a shot. Honestly, I think the best shot I've ever seen.
The thing that was so impressive around that one is it really takes a lot of focus, a lot of concentration to maintain that hang time and still get the kill. And so now, you know, Smoothie has done the tricks. He's kick flip, pop dog 980, YY fakey, but it doesn't matter because the kills are still coming in for the big side. Yugi's doing what he can, but what he can do might not be enough. He taps the bomb, he's going to get the bomb planted, and he's got that to work with at the very, very least. But a 1v3 required, even with players tagged up. This is a very horrible situation for Yugi.
Oh, no.
Just missing that timing, and there's the repeat from Tizian. The second he misses one shot with that AWP, that's where the peaks come in, and Big make quick work of him. 14-6 now.
Doesn't really get much better than this, Harry. North have not been in this second half at all. Completely dormant, completely absent. And Big, they seem very happy with that indeed. Here's a replay we didn't quite catch. Nice shot from Smooya. And this AWP, when needed, has come into play with kills. But it's not like Yugi's really had his own AWP to challenge back onto that fight. I think we've only seen like 2 fights between Smooya and Yugi with the AWPs in this entire map. And actually, I can only recall one, which Yugi won. So we've not had a lot of AWPing really, and it's been faster rifle rounds.
That's the other thing, is like the AWP's been in Yugi's hands a hell of a lot, but the impact that's actually been found with it has been very, very minimal.
Well, if you think back to that mid control, Big were doing such a good job of smoking everything, right? In Big's mid takes, they would smoke con, they would smoke window, and they would smoke top mid, and they would use that top mid smoke to get tabs up catwalk, to catch Yugi out in connector. Yugi couldn't peek window. The one round he has a molly, he has money for it, he throws a molly in window to deny the smoke, to make it bloom elsewhere, give him a one-way, and they don't even go mid. So yeah, I think he definitely got unfortunate on that CT side, but it's not the end of the world.
And I kind of love the way that Big play this. I mean, like their whole setup, I think, is where the team's pretty strong. But I love the fact that you've got like Tabson, who's the guy going for these kind of ludicrous opening plays to either get information or get man advantages. And then they leave, you know, Zentares to kind of play his role a bit more, stay alive later on in the round. And he's been so good at locking down these positions. This round, they've made it a real kind of priority to set him up in Palace. From here, not only can he help out if the bomb comes in towards A, but he's getting a lot of information. Could be a bit of a double-edged sword, though, as this fast B play is coming in. The rotations are going to take a very long time for Big. Nice. And with those 2 kills going the way of North immediately, this should be a save. Zentares has been hurt, wrapping round in through mid, but he's still rewarded with a kill.
No reason to save here. You have money, you have a huge advantage, and at a bare minimum, you can take guns away. You can make North sweat, you can break their economy here. So Big are definitely going to stay outside of this site and look to kill every single player as they leave. Especially, you know, they don't know the damage, but that nade from Nex, I think it was, brought a lot of these players low. So Big have a very good chance of getting, you know, all 4 kills here in the post-pond if they lock down the right positions, but no one's watching Market, and that is where all of North will exit. Safe decision from them, as they know that at least Zentares is in the back line. He flanked Apps, so they'll just do their best to avoid him, and avoid him they shall. Go for the wallbang, Smooya. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. No, he won't do it. Either way, nice round for North. Finally getting one on the T side. It took them some time, up against 14 as well, so the pressure really is on. And some crucial B entries from AZ and Cajun. Is it going to be enough though, Harry?
I mean, that's the thing. Right now, it doesn't feel like it. I think we need to see a bit more from Yugi on this AWP. I think, you know, Cajun's had some great rounds, but he's definitely slowed down. And another man who's really been struggling, it feels like, is Gade. And with him being the IGL, this is where it feels like, you know, you can start to feel like the enemy's in your head a bit. He's always this first man to fall, and now trying to lead from beyond the grave. But once again, it's Cajun B. 2 massive openers towards this A side of the map. You're looking towards the individuals now for North to step up here, and they've made it feel doable. 3-on-3 as they get into this A bomb site. That bomb is under balcony right now. Tabson's already out from CT.
Oh my God,
was so aggressive, but Tabson with 3 again. This man with Kriegs and getting 3 kills every single round. He's got one in his hands. There's a triple kill around the corner, and I'm running out of air in my lungs for these Tabson plays. Eventually, we're just going to start expecting it.
Yeah, at this point, what on earth? I mean, North are in the site. They wait for Cajun to get up on top of stairs. He's just waiting for the right time to strike. And at that point, Tabson doesn't even get flashed, just runs into A from CT and gets 3 huge kills. Unbelievable. Locks in 15 for Big, and now, oh, I mean, this is... how do you even respond to that? What do you do? Yui's gone. He didn't even see a player. He's out of this round. He's out of the server. Kiebi's going to get sidelined as well, but he will get a kill from it. Smooth getting caught. Tizian with a tray. Kiebi doubled it. How the hell did he get 2? Both players on the A site gone. Tizian keeping things in a 3-on-3 though, and that nade could be huge.
You could almost make a montage out of Gage just not catching a break in this entire map. and that's where, you're really going to be getting in your own head. And as the man who is an inexperienced IGL in comparison to, other players who have been in this squad under that mantle, that's where the stress can really start to show. But AZ and Cajun, once again, trying to do the impossible here. They're planting open next. Will deal with Cajun B, and AZ's now had to try and plant CT side. He swings out, and Tapson should have this one dead to rights. Indeed, he does. Defuse is going to come in, and with that big, they will take their map pick 16-7. Their T side might have been down to the wire, might have been close, but since moving into that CT half, they do not miss a